Hello everyone! It's time to say hello to the final fire villain that I'm filming, and by the time you are watching this, I don't think Firelord and Slash or Jetbug or the other villains will be out yet. I haven't quite decided on how I'm going to order these villains in terms of their release, but I'm 100% sure Firelord is going to be the last villain, of course, since he's the biggest and the big bad guy. So yeah, this one is Drilldozer, and in real time, in terms of receiving these sets, this is my last fire villain. And finally got him in the studio, finally shoot this review. And of course, Drilldozer is one of the villains from the Hero Factory Ordeal Fire 2011 series. And of course, like all villains, they came in boxes, heroes in canisters. And again, CCBS was a new thing in 2011. It was a turning point of LEGO action figures. Drilldozer is proud to be one of the first villains in terms of bad guys to use CCBS. So the fire gang, him, Nitroblast, Jetbug, and Firelord, they really have the honor of receiving CCBS, which means that this is the first time that LEGO has been used CCBS, so therefore there were some areas in the other villains that I wasn't really impressed with. But let's hope Drilldozer doesn't have too many of these flaws. And hopefully Drilldozer is going to be, he's going to be a pretty good villain. So he is set 2192 with 61 pieces. And of course the box is a little bit damaged. What happens when you buy off eBay and it's an old set and it's from just another third-party seller? Yeah, the box tends to be not in perfect condition, but it's a tolerable condition for me. Damaged boxes aren't really like a concern to me as long as the box is here. I have the packaging and I have the parts, all the parts, the content within the box is there. So yeah, so here's the back of the box with the Drilldozer facing up against Next 2.0, and that's it for the box. But what's in that's not what we came here for, right? We came here to see what was inside the box. Wonderful. So what do we got? Number one, we got a red tube. Go over that in a bit. Bag of small parts, torso, and then this is the main parts. And then we have the instructions, and I think that should be it. That is it. Okay. Great. Now this makes closing up the box really hard, because I made such an opening when I opened this box. Alright. Bye-bye, box. We need you in a second, just not now. Okay, instruction manual. What do we got in here? Well, let's see. Villains don't have combo models, so oh my goodness, there's so much dust in here. I'm gonna need to sneeze. Oh yeah, here's all the heroes. See, it's been listed on the instruction manual. Drilldozer here has 16 steps with 26 pages. I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, should be pretty straightforward. I'll just leave the instructions here. I'm going to need that later. Alright, for parts. First things first, this was also new with CCBS. It's these new hoses. And I finally have one in red, because god dang, when I got my witch doctor, I didn't get my red tubes. Or red hoses, whatever you call them. Finally, I have one. Thank you, Drilldozer. And then, oh my god, and torso is just your everyday extra shoulder joint torso with a lot of dust on it apparently. God dang, why there's so much dust on here? That's odd. Okay. Alright, here is his main parts. Let's dive in, see what we got. Alright. First and foremost, one thing that caught my eye was this piece. Like, I have never ever seen this piece before. I think this is the only set that which you can get this piece, and the camera can focus. I can show you in all of its glory. There you go. look at this. It's like a shoulder. It's like a complete upper body that you just stick on, and then there's ball sockets down here that will connect to a shoulder joint. So something like this. It's supposed to make something like this. So for myself personally, I don't remember a single CCBS set having this piece. So it's a quite exclusive piece. I am very, very, very astonished by what this looks like, and I'll definitely be looking forward to see how this will apply in mocks. I mean, I'm gonna go over and see what mocks have been made with this piece. This is a very special piece, and that was the first thing I wanted to go over when I saw this set. Next up, let's just get his mask over with. So here is Drilldozer's mask, and again, these villains are dual-sided. So Drilldozer shares his mask with, of course, the one and only Fire Lord. So essentially, you can make a gray or silver-headed Fire Lord if you want. But this is the side we'll be using, Drilldozer. You can see it's got that mean, gnarly face. And honestly, I am not that much of a fan of dual faces, because with the Fire Lord, well, this is what he looks like, but then at the back you'll see Drilldozer's, and I think since Drilldozer has I think his head is much more exposed than Fire Lord, I am not looking forward to see a Fire Lord on a Fire Lord face when you turn this figure around. So that's the mask. And what else we got? Well, of course, it's in his name, Drilldozer, and he wouldn't be called Drilldozer if he didn't have a drill. So here's the drill. And this is your standard drill, which appears in system sets, and later on Bulk uses this drill, and then the Bulk drill machine uses this drill as well. So this drill, not new at all. I mean, it's even been used in system sets. So there's that. Secondly, I want to just see this really long armor piece. What the heck? What number is this? Number 8. Oh, it's like Waspic's armor piece, except this one's just in plain silver. And gosh dang, this is a very, very long armor piece. Okay, and then for feet, I also saw this, and I don't know if these feet are Bionicle feet, like the OG Bionicle stuff, or are these actually new and created for this theme or this season, or for CCBS? Were these new parts, or were they around since Bionicle? I don't remember, but these are pretty cool feet, not gonna lie. One spike, of course, and of course, yes. I mean, Drilldozer is a fire villain, so it only makes sense he has a little bit of fire. Villain cores, oh, we got 2 of them. We got one red, one silver. And then just these everyday bone pieces. I'm just gonna scoop them all up and get them all out of the way. Actually, you know what? I'll save these ones for later. Boom, yakasha. Pause the video if you like to inspect each and individual bone piece. Okay, so these ones are the red bone pieces. Oh my gosh, the ball's rolling away. That's not cool. That is not cool. Alright, here's all the red stuff. Red bone pieces. Pause the video again if you want to see what's there. Here is the ball. All the fire villains use this. This is the really cool spear for the all-important spear shooter. The head here is Glatorian. It is same as Fire Lord. Transparent, red. And then you got your just this piece. I don't even know what this is anymore. But you get one of these. And I think that's just extra armor for his drill. And then we've got, okay, well, we got 2 halves of his spear launcher. Very nice. And then we got the big armor pieces in black. Very nice again. And we got 2 number never mind. 1 number black and 1 number 4 in black. And then this is his special armor piece. Also number 4. Focus camera. There you go. That's his armor print. And then just 3. Yes, 3 number 4s in silver. And the rest here is everyday stuff. Just another bone piece. Double socket. These things. Axle connectors. Seen these already. Just 1 technical maliciousness axle. And then these are all just small pieces with spikes and everything. Let's open that up right now. Most of these are just red spikes. It's not even that interesting. So Actually, I've seen this piece before. Is this new? That looks different. Anyways, that's it for the parts. It's time to assemble Drilldozer all together. Hopefully he doesn't drill a hole through my table when I finish. So, let's get started. Fire Lord! Just kidding, it's Drilldozer. So, here he is, all completed, and when I finished putting him together, I have one question in mind, is that, is he shorter than the other villains? I feel like he's a little shorter. Well, let's answer my question right now. Of course, he'll be shorter than Fire Lord, we all know that, duh, Fire Lord is super tall. But, I have Nitro Blast, and yeah, I think Drillldozer's slightly shorter. Slightly. Just by that little. Interesting. Well, they always say the short midget dude is always the strongest dude in the team. So, thank you Nitro Blast for that demonstration. Let's just see, yeah, so he is in fact not too small, but shorter than your average villain. Shorter than Nitro Blast and Jetbug. Nitro Blast and Jetbug are the same height. So, yeah, I don't know. I was actually quite happy with how this one turned out, and it's a very interesting style build, you know, for a villain whose main ability is to just go underground and dig stuff up. Yeah, it's a good attempt, and I gotta say though, Drilldozer has probably my favorite body build. The body build is very, very nice, and I just wish they continued that with some of the future villains, but sadly they didn't. Drilldozer is basically the only one that has ever done it. And then we look at the back of the figure. You can see it's actually well covered thanks to that really special piece there. And of course you can see, yeah, Fire Lord's face is clearly showing. It's lighting up thanks to the Glatorian head, and the back just look kind of a little bit raw, you know, with all the, it kind of looks weird with all these just bone joints just sticking out. It feels like he's mutating and there's just extra arms growing out of him. The point of this joint though is to actually connect to this arm to help him with his drill. And what's the point of it? Well, really, there's really no point of it. It's like the problem Nitro Blast and his double jointed arm. Like, there's really no legitimate reason to double joint it up, and this one, although it's not double jointed, it's still got an extra support with extra friction holding up his drill arm up. So again, I feel like it's a little excessive. Now already one problem I already see is, I'm just going back to the topic of the head, it's just that because the head is a different color, it's silver compared to the overall color scheme of him. Yeah, that head really sticks out, plus the back doesn't look all that great. And so, yeah, unless you don't want Fire Lord looking back at you, I'd suggest you look at it from the front the entire time. But hey, look at the front of his face. It's very mean, look at that. That looks pretty badass to me. And with these extra, like, would you call it horns? Would you even call it horns? I don't even know, but it gives an extra, you know, menacing look on Drilldozer and make him really look like a bully, you know, a really mean villain. His shooter is actually not held. In fact, it is attached to him. This entire bone joint just feeds down here with a shooter up here. So it's almost like a shoulder blaster. Kind of give me that like Mandalorian feel, where they got like sometimes they got stuff that shoots out of their shoulders. That's from direct reference from the TV show The Mandalorian. And I don't know, it feels a little bit weird. I'd so much prefer it. They just attach the launcher on the arm rather than having this really weird just blade sticking out. And the shoulder launcher is just not an ideal thing to do, honestly. At least cover it, you know, at least add some armor here to cover it if that's the best they can do. Now, I said earlier I was very happy with the body build, and I am. Look at it. Got the villain core, you got the super long armor piece with the, and then you got this thing, I don't even know what it's called, but look how fully covered that made his entire body is. And the color design, you know, you got red, you got black, you got silver, that's good. And it makes the body, feels like the body is very well covered. Not really a lot of like boniness sticking out, like I got Nitro Blaster, because I don't have my other villains here right now. You can still see there's some fragments of bone sticking out from the torso. And I think it's fine with Drilldozer. And this one, yeah, if only they continued this body build for future villains, but very, very nice. As for the legs are actually a little bit asymmetrical. Well, the thighs here are the same, except this side's got one spike piece, and then this side's got two. And then the bottom here, you got the bigger armor piece here, and then you got the number 4 armor piece here. So a little bit asymmetrical there. I guess it's fine, you know, unless you really have OCD and you don't like asymmetry, then yeah, you can always fix it. The feet are actually quite nice. I was quite surprised with how well the feet turned out. In fact, I was like, wow, this is a really nice feat, and yeah, it is. Kind of thought that would be bigger though, not gonna lie, for a almost big dude like Drilldozer. Now, last thing, the arms. This side, they've got an extra, small bone joint there. So posability, that means lots of movements can be done. Lots of different poses can be done because of that extra bone joint. Excellent. They went that extra mile. Good. And I mean, it's not something that we asked for. It's just a little special treat that they've added. I'm not really a big fan of this just random blade piece just sticking out. I mean, I guess it does help him if he's like climbing something, or if he's like sliding down the side of a building. He just uses to, you know, control his fall so he wouldn't go crashing to the ground. But I don't know, it feels a little bit unnecessary to just stick this in here. And I'd rather just give him an extra hand holding the shooter like Nitro Blast. And yeah, honestly they should have done that instead of doing this. But I gotta say the shoulder coverage is pretty nice with the extra villain core. And I don't know, this arm's okay. This arm, and this is where all the real things happen. He's Drilldozer, right? Well, this is his drill arm with the actual drill. Again, I already brought up the point of how unnecessary this extra connection point is, but apart from that, the arm itself is pretty nice. I mean, I guess this flame used to represent him, you know, super drilling as he's like jamming that drill into like a mountainside or underground or on a building or something. It's good. You know, it shows some effects, visual effects going on. That's pretty cool. They've got this hose here. I'm assuming it's just it's just to, you know, power the drill. And I guess his special armor piece here is, you know, a battery that's powering the drill. Again, the drill is a little bit, placement is a little bit weird. They should have just done a bulk style drill, what they did with bulk and brain attack, and just, you know, attach it into the arm rather than have a ball joint here, because you can literally pose it up and it looks like he's just casually drilling and not really putting any momentum into, you know, breaking open a wall or something. And I don't know, the drill arm is okay. It's fine. It's just this axle piece, it stands out too much. Not a particular big fan of it. And is that everything else? Alright. What's with these spikes? I don't know. Just gives them an extra look. Why not, right? And then finally, just just one more thing. The head here, I just want to bring it up. It is actually double jointed with a small bone piece. Great. I mean, but most of the time it's gonna be looking down. So you're gonna have to like pose it like this to keep him up. So there's that. And that is Drilldozer. And well, what do I think? Definitely not the best from all the fire villains that have been created. I don't know. If I have to rate, if I really have to rate these guys, then I'm gonna do it in. Of course, I'm gonna do it in the recap video when I sum up all my thoughts on the fire villains. It's just, I don't know. This guy he had a lot of ups and downs. Like some people say, oh yeah, he's a super cool villain. He's got a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, I like the concept of him. He's a guy who literally drills underground, going, you know, being the messy dude, if you want to put it that way, and just like quote unquote the big strong guy. Okay, I like the concept of that, but I don't know. This is the first time that they've used CCPS, and so when I designed this guy, I think they were testing a few things. Well, they were testing capabilities of, you know, arm frictions. Maybe that's why they were double jointing everything for all the villains. But I don't know. It sticks out, and it's not good if it sticks out, right? So yeah. So I'm just gonna give Drilldozer a. Let's go with a 7 out of 10. Cool feature though. Really enjoy that body build. That body build looks awesome. And there's just other points off. Just drill placement's weird. This arm blade thingy's weird. Shoulder launcher. Not a big fan of it. Not really. So, oh yeah, and the extra joint sticking out. It's just too much excessive things sticking out. Needs to be more covered well. But apart from that, yeah, he's an okay villain. I'd say he's a guy you should get. So, yeah, those are my thoughts, and that is actually, I've covered all the fire villains. Yay! So, in the next couple days, you're probably going to see the rest of the fire villains, and then Fire Lord himself, and then, yeah, that's my Ordeal of Fire reviews. Ta-da! So I know this video's been a little longer than usual than the other ones, and yeah, so I'm just gonna wrap it up here before it gets any longer. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more. Have a nice day. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.